Internet, it is Saturday, December 17th. Welcome back to the vlog. It's Project for Awesome Day! It's Project for Awesome Day. So, last year, Project for Awesome participants were encouraged to go out into the world and take video footage of the charities that they wanted to promote in some fashion, or people who worked with the charities that they wanted to promote, or something, to get out into the community. And I am fully in favor of that, but this video doesn't do that. It's just me talking to you, because that's what I do. And for reasons that I'll explain later. But first I want to tell you about my mom. My mom is really, really great. I've mentioned her before. She is a librarian, and one of the first memories that I have of my mom is her teaching me how to write a capital letter G. And I think I was around 3 years old, and she said, a G is just a capital C, but it has this shelf attached to it, and on the shelf, that's where you put your jars of jelly beans. And she drew a C. Oh wait, you guys are backwards. She drew a C with a table, and on that table she drew like 3 little jars of jelly beans. And to this day, that's what I think of when I see a capital G, is that moment with my mom. My mom made sure, even though she was working a lot and she was trying to support me and my dad and to keep our house running, she made sure to spend time with me every day reading. She would read me stories, and we would work on my letters and numbers, and by the time I was 4, I was already a pretty good reader because of the time that we spent together when I was young, and I will always be grateful to her for that. It is because of my mom that I love to read. But not everybody has a mom like that, which is really, really sad, and that is why there are programs like SMART. SMART Oregon is a program that helps teach kids how to read. They teach kids, starting in the pre-K years, how to learn to love reading and to love stories. And the way that it works is that volunteers are sent out to work with kids, and what those volunteers do is read stories to them. Because the fundamental tenet of SMART is that kids will be better readers if they are read to. There are all sorts of studies that have proven this. And SMART puts it into action with their volunteers. So every week a volunteer goes out and they're paired up with sometimes 1, but often 2 or 3, sometimes more than that, depending on how many volunteers there are to how many kids need help. And they read to these kids. Oh, there's always one. And they show them what it's like to create a whole world just out of words that you see on the page. And the kids who participate in the SMART program, they show such an improvement in their reading scores and their reading comprehension and just everything to do with reading and writing. Their scores and their enjoyment of this activity just skyrocket. There are kids who go into this program saying that they hate reading, they're never going to learn to read, and by the time that they've worked with their volunteer for a while, they love reading, and it's amazing to see the change that happens in these kids. My mom volunteered for this program down in the southern part of the state. They have chapters all over Oregon. They're active in all sorts of elementary schools and pre-K programs, and they are desperately in need of volunteers and donations and books and things. But mostly what I want to encourage today in Project for Awesome, in addition to donating your money if you don't live in Oregon, if you do live in Oregon, you might want to consider donating your time, because there's nothing better than helping a little kid get jazzed about reading. And I can say that from working in bookstores for years. There's no better feeling than a kid who one week will tell you that they hate words, come back the next week with the book that you gave them to try out just for fun to see, and saying that they loved it, and what else do you have to show them? Is that 3? 4? 3? And so, for my Project for Awesome video, I am promoting SMART. I have put their information in the doobly-doo, and you can go visit their site, and they have all sorts of videos and things on their site for you to check out and to watch and to have your heartstrings pulled a little bit. And now, for the reason that I didn't go out is because I couldn't pick a program. They have so many throughout the state. And also it's a little bit dicey, you know, working with kids and parental permission and stuff. So I thought that I would just tell you about my mom and about this great program that basically does for kids who need it what my mom did for me, and encourage you to help them out. So that is my Project for Awesome video. Help SMART, because what they do is so important. And that's it for now. Until next year's Project for Awesome, for people who are just watching for that, and for those of you who watch me regularly, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Check out a bunch of other Project for Awesome videos. There are so many of them uploaded today. We are doing so much good, and I'm so excited to be a part of this, and that's it. See you guys later.